sinus drainage definitely has something to do with it. I really do think that it was something like I overdid myself for the first time ever. Since I used to do 50-yard dashes in elementary school, I'm thinking. I used to get winded doing the 50-yard dash. I had bad lungs. You know, people are always like, if you lose weight, you'll have better lungs. No, I'm probably fat because I could never really do any physical activity. Think about that for a second. To share some news with you, and I'm not...
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not going to say that it's good news, but I always try to find the good in all of the things. So, Friday morning, Jim got let go from his job. It was rough. When we first moved here, he was able to get a job right away, and he's only not been working for about a total of 3 weeks since we moved here. And at some points he even had like 2 jobs because they were both part-time. So this is the first time that in a long time that he hasn't had a job. The Missouri is a no-fault state. Not no-fault state. It's a right-to-work state, which basically they can fire you for any reason and they don't have to give you one. Or like the last job that he let go from, they can give you a lame excuse like for breaking corporate policy. I don't know, that could be anything from calling out to asking for too many days off or something. I don't know, it could be anything. So no, that was the first time we just told you about Jim's job. Yeah, Taco Bell. So it's sad because he was just 3 or 4 weeks away from his 2nd anniversary. And on your annual anniversary, which is an annual anniversary, that's dumb, you get your vacation pay. So he would have had like his vacation pay coming up and stuff. So it was just ill-timed and it was not great. And he was about 90% done with management training. So it's been tough. Yeah. Thank you, Tammy. So it's gonna be a little bit of a rough road. So you probably won't see many more shop with me's for a little bit anyway. Until we what we did was we worked out for the next few weeks. He'll get his last paycheck in about 2 weeks, and we have I only find out. I get paid on the 21st or the 22nd, depending on, because the 21st this month is on a Sunday, so I'll be getting paid on the 22nd. But I don't find out what it'll be until around the 13th or to the 15th. So it's just going to be like a month to month. I'll have to make sure we budget and plan, and whatever side work, if any, he can pick up. He's already applied to like every place here. So hopefully come Monday morning, he'll get lots of phone calls. Of course, it was like a Friday, so it's not like anything you could do on a Friday, you know, in the afternoon.
No, I am not moving to a desert, thank you very much. And Texas is too dang hot. If I plan on moving anywhere, it's going to be into the mountains.
Well, the Texas where she lives isn't a desert. Not where she lives, so.
Anything that's got an average of 100+ degrees for more than one day,
it doesn't have an average. It's actually a lot like here. So, time for your vlog. Oh, Jimmy's vlog. Time for Jim to vlog again. Is that what that is?
It's interesting because Teresa just said something about when one door closes, another opens, which my cousin Luke said the same thing to me on Facebook, and I had gotten up this morning and figured that now would be a good chance for not only me to work with Jerry more on her channel, but also to really start getting my channel kickstart. And I've already got 10 different things for 10 different days to talk about. So we'll see.
Do you see what's happening? You should expect a lot of that this evening. It's been a very emotional time for Jim. It's been an emotional time for both of us, but he's really taken this one hard. So your prayers and support, obviously. You didn't get a handkerchief.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead, go get one.
Make sure that
push back. I have it. Of course, your prayers, any support is well welcome. Thank you so much, guys, because we don't want to see the channel suffer, and if I have to go out and work in the community, I don't know what all I'll be able to do around here much, which is really, if you've watched any of my channel for any period of time, you know that just my physical stamina won't allow me to take care of my home and have a job outside. So that's why we picked this, and we had hoped a tiny bit that we'd been a little further along in the process, like in I guess be making more money by now, but it's okay. I appreciate everything that we do and we get. I said do. I knew that would make him smile. You gotta come closer to me. You're far away.
Yeah, I know. I moved the chair.
It's okay. So, yeah, your prayers for Jim to get something new would be wonderful, because he actually said, some days he's just tired and he came home and he'd be like, "Can I retire?" And then there's some days where he's off for 2 days in a row and he's like, "I have to go back to work. You people are driving me crazy." So
yeah,
he wants to, yeah, that's what I said, you people. That's what I was talking about. Jim deserves a regular due. I got him 2 of his live wires for trivia event last night, so
yeah,
he's good. He's all dude up. The dude is dude. You just make your hair go fuzzy. So.
Ooh. I have the silver lining.
What?
Let this grow out. I mean, grow out.
No hipster beards and yes.
I wasn't thinking hipster beards. I was gonna braid it like a Viking.
We live in Missouri, actually. We live in South Central Missouri. South Central. I'm just kidding.
Missouri.
I'm from Long Island. I lived there until I was 42 and a half. Jim is from everywhere.
What year?
His dad, he was born into the Air Force family. So his dad was in the Air Force when he was born.
Challenge.
So, yeah, the beard challenge, right? And in the summertime. The beard challenge is in November because people can grow a beard in November. Nobody wants a big, long beard in July, right? You get all itchy already. If you guys could see up close on the camera how red he gets just from growing the 5 o'clock shadow.
No, that's from just shaving.
Okay. Act like I haven't lived with you for 20 years.
You haven't.
Oh, man.
Do you want to subtract all the time that you've been away and all the time I've been away? No, we haven't been together.
He, like I said, he took it really hard, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him for taking it hard. He was caught completely off guard. He actually was texting the boss about time off. He had requested that he was taking, basically he said, "I won't be going away, so if you need me." I'm talking into the wrong side of the phone, people. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to the camera being on this side, but with the new setup, I moved the camera to the other side, and I've been talking to nobody this whole time. Hi. Anyway.
Talking at the camera.
What'd you say?
I've been talking at it. But
yeah, but like to the side here, it's weird. I'm weird that way when it's like I'm not making eye contact.
Homemade bird food. Nah, I don't know about that.
I buy my bird food. I don't have enough like pig fat left over that I want to share with the birds to make bird food. I mean, there's always the seeds on the pine cone, but I always buy my bird food. I don't. If I was a farmer and I had like leftover stuff, I probably would, but I don't do that. So they won't tell him what happened. Basically, they said that he broke corporate policy, whatever that is. Hi, Enid. Hi, Luna. Oh yeah, Anthony, Andy, and Phil. Hi, everybody.
Granted, I didn't say it to their faces, but I was like, I want to break somebody's neck anyhow.
Yes, yes, he was very upset. Oh, and Frick and Effin. Effin's there. Hi, Effin. Yeah, so he, yeah, it was rough. So we wanted to just update you on that. And again,
yes, I lost my job.
Yes, he lost his job. Yeah. I mean, he didn't lose it. He knows where it is. Just there's someone else doing it now.
Hey, but at least it was kind of funny too because some of my coworkers that I worked with when they found out about it did message me through Messenger that they're willing to walk if I can hire them to do something, and I was like, if I can open up my own restaurant, you'll be the first people I talk to.
Yeah, it was really surprised. Yeah, whatever. I was really, really very surprised. Jim is at this job, was at this job as well as all the jobs he's ever had. Always the guy that you can call it, like, he could be there in 15 minutes. He works his butt off. Um, if you don't mind me saying this, I hope not.
No.
He may not learn things the absolute fastest when it comes to like paperwork and stuff, but the tasks he learned like spot on. He's such a hard worker. And I'm not just saying this because I'm his wife. This is all the things that his bosses have always told me. And then to like just really be surprised. I don't know what keeps happening. I do feel like, and this, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but the same at the last job that he got let go from, it was right when he was like due for a raise, due for vacation, before his anniversary. Like, is it just they're letting go? They're just letting go of like him because of money and stuff? So it's just.
I think a couple of jobs I've had, I've come to the conclusion that a lot of times, a person like me who's basically willing to be a go-getter, willing to go above and beyond, people become afraid of because they're like, oh no, this guy is so good, he's going to take my job.
Well, sometimes yeah, they don't want to, and then, I mean, this is gonna sound like the stupidest reason ever, but Jim finds out policy and he works by policy.
Mm-hmm.
He finds like he's serve safe trains, which is basically like food safe handling.
Yeah, food safe.
And if people, he wants to call people out all the time, and probably not the best, but it's this. I'm proud of him for getting let go for reasons like that. I am. If they're afraid of their jobs, if he's working, if he's showing up the boss, I'm okay with that. I am. I mean, it stinks and we have to start all over again all the time, but I'm okay with that. It's worse reasons to get let go from a job. So.
One of the things I found out from a previous manager that I worked with in New York, a lot of places get really scared of people who can basically sit there and go, this is against OSHA policy, and they freak out. Like, how do you know about OSHA? What do you know?
Right. Well, it's different, and no offense to employees are held too. Yeah, for sure. Hi in Massachusetts. So that's it. I mean, I hate the thought that I might be asking. I'm soliciting funds. I never wanted the channel to be that. I don't want the channel to be like that. But people have, I'm just mentioning it because people have reached out in the past of how they can help support the channel. And I have a PayPal link in the description box down below if you're interested. It's just easier than setting up Patreon. And Patreon, you can do one-time donations, but a lot of times they want you to like do every month, and I think that's too much to ask people. So
Yeah.
Somebody lives in New York and it sucks. Sorry, it's going by really fast right now. That's right. Exactly, Susan. Susan said there is a reason only God knows. Exactly. And I feel like that's 100% true. I kind of feel like that Jim, hi Utah, Jim, it'll work out. It's if he can be here to help me, we might grow the channel faster. Probably financially we can afford for him to just have a part-time job. It depends on how much it would pay, sort of. So that exactly, and I believe that as well. It's all up to his plan, and that's why I don't worry about it. I plan for it, but I don't worry about it. I prepare for it, but I don't worry about it. I know that it'll all work out in the end. I mean, I grew up where, you know, we've gone without water. They cut our water off. They cut our electricity off. They cut our gas off one time. You know, we always had a roof over our head and some sort of sustenance in our bodies. But, you know, it's all, everything's uphill from there, you know. And I know that I'll survive again if that happens. So I know you haven't had to go through that. So
No.
that's what's hard.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that makes him feel a little bit destitute. I try to get him to just have faith that
Maybe it's
it'll
time
all
to
work.
move overseas and get a job there.
No, it's not.
I heard they're still hiring in Burger King over in Australia.
No, they're not. You would have to work at Burger King in Australia for like 5 years just to pay back the airfare to get you to Australia. Anyway, so she's back. She had to stop and do a video on chickens. So yeah, I believe that too. Tommy said his time to shine is coming.
Yeah.
So I believe that entirely.
Yeah.
But look, he doesn't believe in himself. So I try. You know, he doesn't have faith in himself, but you know, God has faith in you. I have faith in you. You just need to have a little faith in yourself. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to make you cry. I'm sorry. Look. Sarah says, sounds like you're living the scripture. Casting all your cares on him, for he cares for you. I kind of feel like that's my motto. Aw. God doesn't create junk. You alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
I'm sorry. Now you're gonna make me cry. He always makes me cry when he cries. I try to hold it together for a little while. What?
No, I was just trying to read that.
Oh, should I? What? I get?
Yeah.
Okay. We had no problems when we got together. Now we have 5-acre ranch. See, it all happens in time, right? Tamisha says.
Yeah.
Cat, he lost his job and we're struggling. So, emotionally, like, yeah, and we're it'll all work out. We just wanted to let everybody know. Because everybody always asks, how's it going? How's Jim's job? So we thought we would just jump right on and cut to the chase and tell everybody what was going on. So, he, like I said, he filled out applications from here to Timbuktu. Technically, all in Mala, just to all the jobs. A to Z, Academy Sports to Zebra Printing. No, not really. Yeah. But we're hopeful. Yeah. And that's what I said. Ann said there will be jobs in the past, there'll be jobs in the future. And then I said to him, and he was way more upset than I've ever seen him this time. And he's gotten let go from jobs before. Go get yourself a drink. It's okay.
Yeah.
Take a breather. When we got our roof done 2 years ago, a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
we have 5 pallets that I've been weathering. And we now have the Cricket. And I said to him, I'm like, we could do a small side business of, I don't want to sell any wreaths or florals or anything that I sew or anything because we live with a smoker, but pallets and stuff are all outside. So Hedwig is staring right at, there you go. Do you see the niffler? Do you see the niffler? It's closer to her too. Not off topic at all. The curtains are, the valances are from JCPenney's. When we first moved in, they were on clearance. The curtains I ordered from Country Door online, has a sister company called Ginny's, and that's where I got those from. And they actually match a curtain that I got at Home Depot, so it was really weird. So I actually got those from Mom's room because they're blackout curtains, but she liked what she had better. So we brought them out here, and they worked out okay. Yes, exactly. You need to have faith. He's applied for unemployment. Well, he's tried to apply for unemployment. The only thing I can think of is that Friday is like the day that everybody and their mother is like telling unemployment that they haven't worked for the week because the site crashed every time he went to fill out an application.
No, it didn't just crash. It caused my
Computer, the internet, and everything to go out.
yeah.
So I told him Monday, Monday afternoon when this is back on or whatever else, we'll try again on Monday. But he like created the account and everything, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But being a right to work state and can get fired for whatever reason, you can only get unemployment when you're at no fault, and the company can say any reason they want to. So, sell the cutout designs. A lot of people do that with your farmhouse style. Would be beautiful. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. We actually started researching some things that we could do, some designs that we liked. We were, as you guys know, if you've been around, we were gifted I want to say a buttload, but that's not nice. We were gifting a ton of vinyl to get started. We have these palettes to get started. So I told them all we need is just a little bit of elbow grease and we can just get started. So, oh, cat less internet. Oh no.
And having problems too.
Oh, is it us or just you guys?
No, and said something about high winds.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
As for cat, I don't know what caused.
Yeah,
that.
actually, we woke up this morning, it was 30. I woke up this morning, it was 34 degrees.
Damn.
I was like, it's the middle of April. Why do I have to have my heat on in the middle of April?
And the sun came out and now it's 50.
We were just jumping on here to let everybody know that Jim has lost his job on Friday. So
North
that's why
Carolina.
that's what the news is. If you saw the title of the video, then the news is we're sharing what's happening. So a Tennessee transplant from New England, so she misses Drake's cakes too. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Kathleen's on. Hi, Kathleen. Oh, okay, Beverly Hills Citrus Country. You want to just do that with the job too, so.
But I figure in the interim.
Look, she likes that you said tookus.
In the interim of doing what I can to look for another job, there's all kinds of things I can do around here that for her channel, hopefully get my channel really up and running. We can hopefully start earning enough money through our channels to basically say, hey, look, you don't have to work no more.
I mean, that would be fantastic. And that's what I said to him before. I said to you guys before. We were hoping at this point in the channel's lifespan that we would be earning enough that he wouldn't have to work much longer in the outside world. I mean, he'd be working here at home with me, but hey, like his plan. We can have plans. What is it? We make plans and get God laughs. Is that how that goes?
Something like that.
So you can do it. All 3 channels. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, I said please go ahead over. If you want to see more of Jim on my channel, he's more on the vlog channel now where we do most of our Walmart hauls and Aldi hauls there. Just because we're trying to do mostly DIYs here, so they're having a conversation.
Yeah, I realized that one. Okay.
Yes, Cynthia, he did actually. Friday, he went to work and then came home right after. So
In a very bad mood.
Yeah, he needed some time. He needed to take a walk and yeah. So on a garland to use around
Outdoors for summer.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I don't understand why.
What'd you say, sweetheart?
Kathleen asked why.
Cynthia.
Oh, Cynthia, okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry, there's such a cut up on your channel, cracks me up. I know. Okay, so heading back to the outdoor wreath. Could you do me a favor and get me my soda? Because this is empty and I need them choking. Right there. So an outdoor wreath for the summertime using all the things that you mentioned. Aw. Yeah, that's terrible. Where can I get your P.O. box? Kat, I don't have a P.O. box because they cost money. And I don't have any, as you know. I complain about it all the time. But if you email me at mrsgarthb2@gmail.com, I can set you up with my address or where to send me stuff, okay? Let's see. Hi, Nina. Hi, Nana's Treasure Hole. Thank you.
You're
I also mentioned at the beginning of the video that I overexerted myself yesterday at trivia, and now I've had this cough. I've had this cough that won't go away. Every once in a while, I'll just get like, same as your Insta name, correct? My Instagram name is Mrs. Garthby2, but my work email address is mrsgarthby2@gmail.com. But yes, just like that, but at gmail.com. Yes, ma'am. It's in the description box of all my videos. It says, like, if you'd like to send me friend mail, and then it has my email address. So I don't know if this is going to be very much longer. Does anybody have any questions for us about stuff, or how's everything going? Or is there anything we need to do, see, say? Oh, because of our current I meant to say this too. Because of our current financial predicament, I was challenged to do DIYs with just items that I had, and I did it for a week on St. Patrick's Day. I did a week of...
Mom's good.
I'll tell them, I'm sorry. I did a week of St. Patrick's Day DIYs with just items that I had on hand. So I think we're going to do that again come after Easter. I think it's going to be like a week of DIYs of things that I have and not have to buy anything new. Just like any person with that condition, good days, bad days. I was mentioning in a comment the other day that instead of just like a good Monday and a bad Tuesday, it's more like a good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and a bad Thursday, Friday. You know, like a good Saturday, good Sunday, and then a bad Monday, Tuesday. So it's like clusters of days, but better. Focused on some different things he wanted to talk about in different videos. Can I say this, or you want to say it?
Go ahead.
He can tend to get like lost his train of thought because he gets excited about different things. I don't want to say it's adult ADHD, but it's sort of, I think, like that.
Yeah.
Where, you know, he'll focus on one thing and then he'll go into a different tangent. So he's actually wants to plan.
A combination, I get long-winded or just one thing comes up and I just take off that one thing,
right,
and then have to try to redirect myself back, right, to what I...
It's dancing. I do. It's really bad. I mean, I can do like... But, I used to drop it like it's hot, and how low can you go, and all the fancy feet, and Running Man, and all those things, I don't know, you can't imagine it, but it's out. I'm sure somebody has a videotape out there.
Lisa?
I don't dance because the last time I danced... Actually, it's not even the last time I danced because I cheated one time after that. But in 2012, I was dancing. 2011, I was dancing at a Christian rock concert, and I tore the meniscus in my knee, and I ended up having to have surgery. And it laid me up for 14 weeks. So he always said after that, he's like, no more dancing. But then he went ahead and he told my doctor, and then my doctor said, yeah, you probably shouldn't dance anymore. So then, of course, like, I cannot listen to my husband, but I can't not listen to my doctor, right? Dang it. Your first wedding, that's why I don't want to be a little lady who is diagnosed. I'm pretty sure he does have it.
I was not diagnosed with adult ADD, but I was diagnosed as a preteen with ADD.
But it wasn't called that then, though.
No, it was hyperactivity or something.
He was hyperactive because it was the 70s. It was the 80s. Nobody had labels for stuff like that then, right?
That in fact, when the military diagnosed you with something, they put they don't have an official label. Like when I was in grade school and they diagnosed me for why I was learning disabled, they didn't even say anything about ADD. They just said slow.
Yeah. And then he found out when he was a teenager he was dyslexic.
When I got to after Dad retired from the military, they diagnosed me with learning disability, reading disability, hyperactivity, ADD, and they even said that it would be very difficult for me to bypass anything. I think at the time I was in 7th grade, and they said I'd be lucky if I get above. Um, at the time, if I got above 5th grade. But
Oh.
when I got into high school and with their learning disability programs, by the time I dropped out in the middle of 12th grade,
Well, you
my
got your GED, so
my
you
yeah,
know.
my reading teacher she basically allowed us to choose the reading material as long as it was a book, not something with pictures, not a comic book. It was an actual book. And I got into these books that when I finished the series, and she had to take them home to read them to ask me questions about the books, she literally said, "You are reading college level material."
Yeah,
And I
so
just kind of went, because that's the stuff that I'm interested in. If you give me something I'm not interested in, forget about it. If it wasn't about animals, if it wasn't about Native America, if it wasn't about
religion too. Right?
religion, New Age, as they were calling some of the stuff I was reading, I wouldn't have cared. I would have been like,
Well, all the things, right? You were, um, you, he was exploring because when you were in high school after his dad passed away, he was exploring his
everything.
faith because I guess just like any teenager who loses a parent could go through that questioning.
I was reading books on Native American shamanism, Druidism, Mormonism, just about every religion you had a book on. I was reading about the New Age stuff, which
Yeah.
I guess you'd say the Native American shamanism.
Well, that was different. New Age is not Native American shamanism is old age.
Well, they call it the New Age nowadays because it was in the New Age bookstore. But
Oh.
I mean, one of the authors I was reading that got me through a lot of my questions was I don't think she publishes anymore, but her name was Mary Summer Rain. She had some really good books that really sparked my.
What?
Oh, just reading.
Oh, okay. Sorry. And now YouTube actually has a messenger service, so you can find me on there as well. I get those messages more frequently than I can get to my comments because my comments are a lot. And by the time I actually get to some people's comments, it's already been like a past piece of information. So you can also email me at mrsgarthb2@gmail.com. I get that even more often. So where are your picks for sale? Gosh. Not Shutterfly, that's a buy thing. I'm trying to remember, I'm sorry. Oh. That's a good one. Something box. There's a few different websites that I actually have, and it's they're actually just for commercial use. So like, if somebody was making a commercial and they needed a still of New York City skyline, they can buy my picture there. But if anybody, I mean, my pictures are for free. I know I could sell them to make money, but pictures on Facebook you can have for free. Same thing with Pinterest. Not on Etsy, no. It's just photograph sites. So I basically uploaded them to, like I said, commercial photograph sites. For if anybody wants to use them for any of their work, they can pay me. Like if they're copyrighted, and it's not the ones that you can get for free, but I have other ones that I have that you can buy there. So.
And sorry, I don't mean to.
It's okay.
If I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Oh, if you're interested in seeing my channel,